Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 6th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. As ever, I'm going to give you the standout features to look out for, and of course there are two massive ones this week with Saturn's arrival in the sign of Pisces. But please stay with me because I will dive deep to give you each of the 12 zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces in forensic detail. But this introduction gives you a perspective of what we're collectively going to experience this week. And of course, the standout is the arrival of Saturn in Pisces. But this coincides with the full moon in the sign of Virgo. Each year, the Virgo full moon asks us to balance the more perceptive, emotional and spiritual dimension of the sun in the sign of Pisces with the more practical and physical plane of Virgo. So if we're investing too much time and energy in really speculating about what we would like, Pisces, but not taking the action to go through the processes, Virgo, then that is going to create a degree of inertia. So getting an attunement between the physical and the spiritual planes is the key to the next 2 weeks. But Mars is pretty close to a T-square between the 2 points. So I think it's possible that some secrets and information can spill out into the open and in quite an abrasive way. Mars, of course, is a very impatient influence, particularly in the sign of Gemini, which is to do with words, messages, communication. So Pisces being in the 12th house is more to do with secrets. So anything to do with work or health, I feel that there will be information coming into the public domain over the next 2 weeks that could cause some shocks. But also, Uranus is in the mix on this particular full moon, encouraging us to look at things in a fresh and different way. And in fact, later this week, it's Mercury's turn in the sign of Pisces to link in a very productive way with Uranus. So if we use the energy of Pisces to listen to our intuition, but take action in a more grounded, earthy way through the guise of the moon in Virgo or Uranus in Taurus, that's how we're going to make the most of this week. Now, if you're a returning viewer to my channel, thank you so much for joining me once more. If you're new here, it's great to have you with us. Please comment and interact. I do interact with all comments that are made. This is very much a community, and please like and subscribe. So Sagittarius, your week commencing the 6th of March forecast suggests big changes are coming around your environment, or at least your relationship to your environment. Many of us have got used to work from home in recent years because of COVID, but also I feel it's a sociological revolution that technology is helping us to embrace. Now, because you're someone who can be very freedom loving, independent, and you love to travel, working from home may not always seem that appealing. But I think it's more about having a base. That doesn't mean to say that you can't go out from that base, but I feel your base is going to evolve over the next couple of years. It could see a new addition to the family. It could see you taking care of someone older in the family in a more hands-on way. Or it could see some kind of property change. Exactly where you live can shift, or you can adapt that property to be more suitable for your needs. But the full moon this week, which coincides with Saturn's arrival in your 4th house, is seeing the moon very close to the surface. However you feel, it's going to be hard to disguise it. Now, that may not be what you choose to do anyway, because with Mars in your 7th house, this is very much where we relate directly to others. That's been making you firmer in your approach ever since last August. But of course, it has gone through the mystifying, baffling square with Neptune, and that's going to be repeated this week too. So if you are going to have a debate, which you often enjoy, with someone close or professionally, it's vital that you get your facts really clear and Neptune can distort reality. So just proceed with care around that. But having said that, Venus in your 5th house, which is the most magical location for Venus to be, is forging an awesome angle to Mars. So if there is somebody that you're drawn to, that you feel very emotionally safe and comfortable with, yet you can also have fun and there's a spark, or you have a shared interest, I feel that there can be some really upbeat, bright energy this week. Also, Uranus continues to push you to reform your everyday routines, perhaps accepting that sometimes you can't always get the space that you personally would like, and that at times you do need to be sacrificing for the wider good of others. But that's forging a great link to the position of the moon and the sun, and also later this week with Mercury. So I feel if you have the time to just give yourself permission to think very carefully about what you want from your emotional world and how you can see it unfold in a practical, workable way, then that's going to free up a lot of energy for you to enjoy the brighter, more sparkly and effervescent vibe of Venus and Mars. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care and all the best.